Russian President Vladimir Putin says he believes the U.S. understands the complexity involved in reaching a peace settlement in Ukraine. This comes as the European Union says Russia's military must be curbed to stop the fighting. NTD's international correspondent Arian Pozdar has more.
Russian President Vladimir Putin sitting down with ally Alexander Lukashenko, the president of Belarus. The two talked about the U.S. effort to stop the fighting in Ukraine.
I'll say publicly now what I told the Americans before. If they are delicate and understand that this is a complex matter that requires complex decisions.
I think they do understand this, but we'll talk about it in more detail now.
Before President Trump returned to office, Putin repeatedly said that relations with the U.S. were at the lowest point since the Cold War. The Kremlin now says efforts to normalize diplomatic relations with Washington continue.
Our relationship with the U.S. is still at the early stages of normalization, and the overall success of this process is not guaranteed.
He praised the fact that the U.S. has been listening to Russia's demands in the peace process, but added that at the same time, the U.S. still sends weapons and other support to Ukraine. Another Russian official says Moscow hasn't discussed the details of the latest U.S.-drafted peace plan yet. That's despite a Tuesday meeting in Abu Dhabi between American and Russian officials.
The peace plan hasn't been discussed in Abu Dhabi. The peace plan hasn't been discussed in detail with anyone yet. We have seen it. It has been handed over to us. But there has been no discussion yet.
He added that Moscow saw only a copy of the proposals and has yet to receive the document through official channels. The foreign policy chief of the European Union says Russia is not truly seeking peace. According to her, Moscow still tries to gain time by negotiating with the US. She now wants to forcibly curb Russia's military.
If we want to prevent this war to continue, then actually we should, curb the army of Russia and also their military budget.
She added that Europe has to send a signal that changing borders by force and starting wars doesn't pay off. And NATO and Ukraine announced a joint initiative to accelerate defense innovation. The initiative will be called Unite Brave NATO. Teams of allied and Ukrainian companies will be eligible for grants worth over $10 million. The first competition will be to counter unmanned aerial systems, strengthen air defense, and secure frontline communications. After a successful pilot competition, NATO and Ukraine plan to increase funding to over $50 million. Arian Pastar, NTD News.